Capricorn, welcome to the tarot room. My name is Robyn. And Capricorn, today let's do a general love reading. Let's talk about you. Let's see what's going on. Let's get into your, hello, soulmate energy in the house. We have a soul connection. We have a partnership agreement. We got ourselves a soul contract. So it looks like the person you're dealing with or are about to deal with and meet is a soulmate. So in a love reading, that's the card you want to see. So let's get into your reading. Let's see how this plays out. Let's see what's going on. Let's check in on the energy around love. The Capricorn Collective. Wow, look at that shark. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you, Cap. I can't even talk. Look at that heart chakra activation. There's a lot of love in your heart. What song is that? I don't even know, but there's a lot of love in your heart. Let's just say that. Okay, let's see what's up. We have the Nine of Wands. We have a little wounded energy, though. We have the Lovers. You might be worried about how this person can hurt you. We got a little vulnerable energy. We have the Ace of Cups. Love is blooming. Love is in the air. Okay, two more for Capricorn. We got ourselves the Six of Pentacles. Okay. One more and we'll get into your reading. We have Death and Rebirth in reverse. There's a Resistance energy. We have Scorpio energy. We have Gemini energy. There's a Three of Pentacles and Temperance, Sagittarius energy. Okay, I want one more with that Temperance, Justice. There's that, there's an element of balance here with those scales and the Six of Pentacles. I feel you have a decision to make. I feel you've met someone or you're about to meet someone and there is an instant connection here because we started right off with this Nine of Cups. But it's like, you know, when you have those instant connections, it can make you vulnerable. I do pick this up a lot in my Capricorn readings. Actually, Cap, more than I pick up in some of the other signs. So some Capricorns have been rocked and hurt in the past, and I pick it up in my readings a lot. And I feel like you might be worried that this person can hurt you. But there's the Nine of Wands and the Lovers. So you're looking at this person thinking, damn, like look at the connection here. Look at the bond. Look at the chemistry. Look at how I'm feeling maybe quickly. You have the ability to hurt me here. Okay, that's how we start this. So it tells me you've either met this person or you're going to be meeting them in the near future. What do we need to know about this person? Let's get a little inkling, a little detail. What do we need to know about this person here for Cappi? There's a Six of Pentacles. They're very independent. You're wondering if there's other people around. Okay, so there's a strong independent energy. The High Priestess is here. There's, whoa! The Tower. Oh, there's the Queen of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sag. There's the Two of Cups. You're very attracted to their mind and their body. I'm going to say that because the Queen of Wands is the sexiest queen in the deck, but she's also a very confident queen. She's very kind. She's very nurturing. Lover of animals, lover of nature. She's just a very kind and compassionate person. And then we have the High Priestess energy, which tells me that this person's highly intelligent. This is one of the most intelligent cards in the deck. Very intuitive. But not necessarily the most open person, which could be why you're wondering if they could hurt you. They might be a little challenging to get to know. There's a very strong independent energy, and the Six of Pentacles is here. So you're wondering if they're guarded because they're involved in other people, if they're getting together with other people. But the Tower's there, so this person's knocking you on your ass. Oh, hold on, I just did something here. But there's the Queen of Swords. There's a very guarded energy around this person. So, and you wonder if they're keeping secrets. The High Priestess in reverse just fell out. So, okay, well, are they? What are their intentions? How do they see Capricorn? What are their intentions? Are they a playa or a playette? The Ace of Cups is in reverse. They're very invested in self. We have the King and the Queen of Swords. Oh, they think you're guarded. Okay. There's the Six of Cups. And there's the Ten of Wands. This person's very invested in themselves. They're very self-aware, very much a self-love person. Is that a narcissistic self? Three of Cups and the Ace of Swords. No. They're wondering if you're... Okay, well, this is interesting. So they see you as guarded. They're wondering if you're emotionally available and they're protecting their heart. So that could be why they come off a little bit guarded, a little bit difficult to know. The Six of Cups is there when I asked about their intentions with you, Capricorn, which means they see a soul bond, a soul connection. There's the Five of Cups, but they feel that you're coming off guarded. So it's like you guys are mirroring each other here and you're both guarded with each other, but you both feel a very strong connection with one another. Okay, interesting. And there's the Ace of Cups. There's your fresh start. You're taking this leap of faith, progressing forward. Both of you are trying to make sure it's an equal give and take. The other person's not giving to other people. The other person's invested the way that they're invested. Little detail on the Six of Pentacles for Cap. Yeah, they want to, there's the Nine of Wands is in reverse. You want to make sure it's like, I think you guys are quite similar here. I think you're quite similar. Okay, there's the feminine energy. So that's not you. It's the other person. It's a dude if they're a dude. So before they open up, they're going to create a friendship with you. Before they make themselves vulnerable, they want to make sure you're ready to be vulnerable. Before they commit, they want to make sure you're ready to commit. Before they show loyalty, they want, you know what I mean? So there's an element here of them making sure you're invested before they open up. They're not going to drop their guard until they know that you're invested. And I kind of feel your energy is the same energy as theirs. What's the death and rebirth in reverse? Because that is a resistance energy. What? Whoa. Hello, Ten of Cups. Okay. But there it is again. You're both really worried about this, but you both want the same thing. You both... Okay. A chuckle. This is going to be a slow-moving connection here. Because, yeah, there it is again. I feel two very monogamous people here. You could both be like monogamous daters. Like you don't like dating. You know, some people just go out and date like 20 people. Some people don't. And I feel you guys, yeah, there's the Lovers. Whoa. This is quite an interesting energy. We have two people who want a relationship, two people who feel a connection, but two people who need to make sure that the other person's trustworthy before they open up. Someone's going to have to kind of take the first leap of faith, take that first step. And there's a resistance to do that. But neither one of you are letting the other go. You're progressing forward. It's just you guys are both worried about getting hurt. But there's the Fool. And you're going to have to take a leap of faith here, Capricorn. Look, as I'm saying that, you're going to have to take a leap of faith. I don't know how else to say that. There's the Magician. So you're going to kind of have to take the bull by its horns here. Make your intentions clear. I do feel it will be reciprocated. So trust your intuition when I say that. You know, if you express yourself and it's not reciprocated, it's better that you know. At least you're not sitting there in a stagnant connection for 10 months. But I do feel if you take this leap of faith and express your feelings and that you want this to progress forward, it will be reciprocated. Someone's going to have to take that leap of faith, and they're kind of leading you in that direction of taking the bull by its horns here. All right. Very slow moving connection. Two people who are mirroring each other and you guys are kind of the same. That's what I see here. All righty then. So Cappe, let's grab some oracles. Let's see what they say and we'll do a potential outcome. We'll see where you are in a month. Today's April 30th, guys. It is my doggo's birthday. So Wally and Nala turn 1 year today. They went from fluffy little, tiny little 1 pound babies to 75-pound giants. They're fluffy, gentle giants. So happy birthday to Wally and Nala. But for your outcome, we'll go to the end of May. We'll go to the beginning of June. We'll see how things are progressing, how this is going between the two of you. What is the caring connection between Cappe? Ooh, we have illusions. Interesting. Okay. Avoid the trap of mistaking a fantasy for a true soul connection. And then we have cherish your relationship. We'll see how that plays out. We'll see what that card means. But it's that element, I feel, of recognizing the flaws, recognizing the good and the bad about a person and not overlooking something. Sometimes when we meet people, we put them on a pedestal. But I didn't get that sense at all from the reading. So we'll see how this plays out. Okay. Be a little twist in this love story. We'll find out. What is the hidden truth? This person could say something, and I feel that there's maybe some things they could say that they're not saying here initially. I hide behind material things. So many things remind me of you. And I know I messed everything up. Wow. Okay. You and I were too young. If not too young, could be an immature energy, not quite ready for a relationship. These cards are leading me to believe you may know this person from the past. Does Capricorn know this person? I thought this was a new person. You do know this person. This is a person. No. Okay. Oh, it's not. Okay. The Six of Cups can be projecting the past into the present. And the Seven of Pentacles is in reverse with this Nine of Swords. So that's the past energy, Capricorn. I think we've got past and present, the Strength and the Devil. I believe, now it could be a message for you, what you're doing, or it could be a message for them, what they're doing. Take it how it resonates with you. Whenever I say that, it means I can't tell whose energy it is when it came out. So don't project your past into the present. I kind of feel like there was a past connection here. And I think it does go both ways, where each of you thought that somebody in the past was a soulmate. Somebody in your past was your twin flame, or that person you're meant to be with. And that could be part of this lack or concern about being vulnerable. It's like you were loyal and vulnerable to someone who wasn't loyal and vulnerable to you, and vice versa. This very could have well happened to both of you. They don't want you guys to project your past into this present connection. The past is the past. Learn from it instead of projecting it into your current connection. Okay. All right. Well, Cappy, let's get your potential outcome. Now, when I say potential, there's always free will. You're going to make the decisions you're going to make. And Capricorn, when I say outcome, like I said, let's see where you are at the end of May, beginning of June. Let's see how things are progressing, how things are going here. Let's talk about you. Spirit, where's Capricorn and this person in a month? How are things progressing? How are things going? We have the Knight of Cups. We got some love is in the air energy. We got Rico Suave in the house. We have some romantic evenings. We have strength. Oh, we have some passion too. We have the Tower. We got ourselves the Two of Pentacles. Decisions have been made. What's on the other side of that Two of Pentacles? We got the Death and Rebirth. Yeah. And there's Justice, getting everything you deserve. There's the success. This is you feeling lucky in love, Cap. I don't know what else to say. There's been a huge change in your life. The Tower, the Death and Rebirth, the Two of Pentacles, the Strength, the Knight of Cups. There's romance. There's passion. You're physically attracted to each other, but you are also emotionally connected. But this is also having the courage and the strength to make yourself vulnerable. The Knight of Cups wears his heart on his sleeve. This is a life-changing love. There's the Tower and there's the Two of Pentacles with the Death. This is an energy, especially with the Justice and the Six of Wands. You're changing the way that you're expressing yourself. You're changing the way that this person's changed your life. I want to put a card on the Death and Rebirth to understand what kind of way that is, but I feel like it's like you feel rejuvenated. You feel this rebirth. You feel this change, this je ne sais quoi type of energy. It could be, can I get a card on the Death and Rebirth to understand where the change is and the transformation is here? That card fell out. It's all the way over there. Let me track that bad, but well, it's not really. Ten of Swords. You're changing the way you're dealing with your feelings. Okay. And there's the Seven of Wands. There, you're dropping your guard, Capricorn. There's the World. You're changing. Yeah, look, you're changing the way that you're dealing with your feelings. So I do feel there's an opening up. I feel there's a reciprocation. You're making yourself vulnerable. They're making you vulnerable. You guys are changing the way that you're expressing yourselves. No more holding back. No more on the fence. No, there's the strength. So I do feel someone took that leap of faith. Someone made themselves vulnerable. Someone opened up here. It was reciprocated. And then, you know what I'm seeing? Like, remember that episode of Friends where Rachel was dating Bruce Willis? Can't remember his name in the show, but he was really guarded. And then once he opened up, it was like, boom, it was like 20 years of like vulnerability, right? So it's an energy of vulnerability. This is a life-changing love. There's Justice in the Six of Wands. There's you finding your person. We start this with soulmate and we end this with life-changing love and soulmate energy. Capricorn, this person you're dealing with or about to deal with is a person that's going to have a big impact on your life. There's a long-term relationship stamped all over this connection. So Cap, that's, oh shit, sorry about that. I just hit that with my head. That's what's up. That's what I got. That's what's going down. So Cap, I hope you enjoyed your reading. And if you like my style, I do ask that you like, comment, subscribe, for it helps my channel to grow. Thank you, Capricorn. I always appreciate your support. And I open for personal readings. So if you want one, the link is in the description box below. And Cappy, let's close your reading with a yes or no question. The answer is, try again. Okay. You know what I'm hearing when I saw that? That's funny. Remember Leah's song? No, it wasn't Aaliyah's song. It was Monica. I don't get down on the first date. But it was like, try again. Like if I don't, it's like the second date I will. I think both. I'm seeing them both in my head. I'm seeing Aaliyah and I'm seeing Monica. So they both must have had a song where if something doesn't happen on the first date, try again. Don't give up. Don't let it go. Someone could be just shy, lacking, anyway. I'm seeing both of them in my head. I don't get down on the first date. I'm seeing Monica dancing, but then I'm also seeing Aaliyah. So anyway, some people out there are fans of the 90s music, as am I. Okay. Yes or no? Okay, the answer is no. That's what I got. Capricorn, truly wish you the best of luck. Until next time.